Hi and welcome to my channel BI. There is no pun intended here. So today we are going to talk about Power BI bar charts, and we are going to create variations of it, and it's like lollipop chart or you know overlapping bar chart or thin bar charts or bullet charts, as you can see on the screen. And so let's get started. It's quite fun and it's exciting. So yeah, let's go for it. So now we are looking at a matrix, and if you look at the matrix, you'll find that there are three measures. There's a sales current year measure, there's a sales previous year measure, and there's a measure for sales which says zero. And I'll explain to you why there's a measure zero. Now you'll find that it's an old database, obviously, and you can see that the current year is 2009. So we'll just start with the lollipop chart first. So let's first create a clustered bar chart, and once we add the category to the y-axis, and we're going to add the sales to the x-axis. The sales is zero at the moment, and the bar value is zero, so nothing comes up. And why we are using sales equal to zero? The thing is, we are going to create error bar, and we want to create error bar from the axis, and the length of the bar is sales cy. That's what is the bar chart. But instead of the bar chart, we are creating an error bar. That's all we are doing. So now we go to the error bar, and all we are going to say is sales cy upper bound, and we're going to enable the bar chart. And as soon as I do that, you can see that the error bar gets created. There are no bars, but error bars. And you can just go to the bar and change the marker shape as a dot. And that's what it, and you got the lollipop chart. It's as simple as that. But there are drawbacks to this lollipop chart, and those drawbacks are, what you cannot do is you cannot use those lines or those dots as for cross filtering or cross highlighting, and then you can't sort this lollipop chart. And the reason for that is, if you look at the sort axis, you'll find it says sales, which is zero, value is zero, and so what are you sorting it by? Zero value, nothing to sort. So obviously it sorts by category. So in order to address this issue, what we will do is we'll make use of the sales CY. We'll put it the x-axis. As soon as I do that, because it's a clustered bar chart, it creates a side-by-side bar chart. Now there is a bit of a misalignment between the lollipop error bar and the audio and the category, whatever you call it. So what we have to do is we have to minimize that gap. So we go to the bar spacing and try to bring it as close as possible, and then maybe an as spacing, and then we just going to say sales CY as white. As you can see that as soon as you do that, that the lollipop comes very close to the category. It's not too bad. It's still not perfect, but it still works very well. And all then you need to do is, if you go to sort axis, you can go and change it to sales CY, and there you go. There you get your sorted lollipop chart. So it's not that bad. So then obviously you're going to fix the legend and the titles and everything else, that I'm not going to do that now. But I just wanted to showcase that how this can be done to create the sorted lollipop chart. Now this is getting exciting, and so I'm going to take this further, and we are going to talk about talk about creating a thin bar chart. So we will remove the sales. We don't want that. Now we're back to our bar chart, and we go to the error bars, and the error bars we just say lower bound as zero, which is sales, because I'm just putting sales, and the upper bound as sales CY, and enable the error bar. And as soon as I enable it, the bar appears, and I'm just going to remove the marker shape, change the border color to black, and back to the bar chart, and I'll change the default color to white. And there you go, and there you can see that I've created a nice little bar chart, which is like thin bars. That looks nice as well. That's another way of looking at a bar chart. So next what we will do is that we will continue on with creating the overlapping charts and the bullet charts. So next we are going to talk about overlapping bar chart. So how we're going to create it. So to create an overlapping bar chart, we just do the same thing. Remove the sales CY, and our target is sales PY. So that's our bar. Obviously the bar color is still white, so we change it to a nice gray. So that is our target, and I want the space back to 20. So it's the default spacing for the bar chart. And now I'm going to overlay the error bar on top of it. So the way I'm going to do is go to error bar, and then I'm going to say sales CY in the upper bound and sales the lower bound. So sales is 0 and sales CY is upper bound. Enable it, we get the bar, and we get the markers at both the ends. So what we are going to do that for that is we are going to remove the markers in this case, and we are going to say none here. And once the markers are removed, and then we are going to increase the width of the bar. Make it 10, so that now it looks like a nice overlapping bar chart. And then I can add error labels. Now there's a problem when I add an error labels. You can actually see that for 0 as well, it adds the label as well, because we have put both the upper bound and lower bound. What I also found is that if my sales measure, although the value is 0, if I put the format as something else, say for example as nothing as example, a format, the error label still doesn't honor it. So that's still a problem. So what I can do is to address this issue is basically go to the error labels and increase the font size to 8 and make font as maybe say dim or something like that. That way, because of the color, the lower bound value disappears, and you can get nice overlapping bar chart. Now we'll take this further and create a bullet chart. So now what's going to happen is the roles are reversed now. So the sales PY is the bullet and the bars are sales CY. So what we're going to do is, so we put the sales CY in the x-axis, we can see a nice bar, and so we go to the error bar now, and the error bar, my upper bound is sales PY, but my lower bound is also sales PY, because what happens is when you join an upper bound and lower bound and if you have the same value, then you only end up with a marker. That is a trick that you have to follow. So once you do that, you enable it, and you can just see the markers there. And all you need to do is just go and increase the size of the marker. And there you go. And there you can see, and then you can change the labels, titles and everything. And then you can see the bullet chart there. Fantastic. And if you want to see the actual, so you can go to the label. This time you have to go to the dollar label and turn it on. And you can see what's the actual and what's the target. So this is how you create an overlapping bar chart and a bullet chart. So it's not that hard, isn't it? Once you understand how the error bar works, how the so it's pretty good, and then it has given us so much opportunity with the error bars that you can create so many variations to the bar chart. And I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see some comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.